There's a reason you feel stuck. You're booked out, busy all day, even making decent money. But there's a problem. Something feels off. It's like you're sprinting on a treadmill instead of actually getting anywhere. Most freelancers think that the way out is more clients, more offers, more effort. But what if the real answer is not more? Instead, it's less. Here's what I've seen over and over. It's not about just working harder. Yes, the money's nice, but it doesn't do you any good when you're sacrificing your health for it. It doesn't do you any good if you're sacrificing your family for it. Now, the crazy thing is, you can actually make more money than you are right now by actually working less. I know it sounds far fetched, but money only comes by hard work. But what if you're neglecting the most profitable part of your business? Because the most profitable part of your business is probably right in front of you. You've been doing it this whole time, but you're too close to see it clearly. The one thing that's easy for you, but hard for others. That's the gold. And in this video, I'll show you how to spot that high value offer hiding in plain sight. So you can simplify your services around it and finally start scaling your freelance or service-based business without burning out. So if you're tired of being overworked, underpaid, and spread too thin, then lean in and don't let this just be another video that you halfway listen to. Let's find your most profitable service so that you can do less and earn more. Most freelancers start with good intentions. You want to help others. You start out needing clients, so you say yes to all the opportunities. Therefore, you offer everything that you can do, whether it's web design or copywriting or branding or admin support or consulting, marketing, social media, etc., etc., etc. The list never stops. But here's the problem. When you do too much, nothing stands out. Clients see you as a jack of all trades. That might get you hired, but it rarely gets you well paid. And you become the person they call for just one more thing, not the expert that they trust to deliver massive results. You become a commodity. And that has real consequences because when your services are too broad, your messaging gets fuzzy, which makes it harder to attract the right clients. Then your process gets messy because every project feels like starting from scratch. And then your profits margin shrink because your time and energy are being spread way too thin. But here's the kicker. You don't just lose money, you lose energy. You lose time with your family. You actually lose clarity about what success even looks like. You start resenting the hours, and ultimately you start resenting the work and even your clients. And when you fall into this trap, it's like trying to juggle flaming swords while you're blindfolded. You might manage to keep them in the air for a while, but eventually something drops. And then either you, your clients, and or your family will be cut and burned. So here's what many people miss. When you say yes to everything, it's often just fear in disguise. Fear that if you niche down, you'll lose work. Fear that you're not good enough at any one thing to go all in. Fear that you're replaceable. But think about it like this. Have you ever met someone who only does one thing and they're crushing it? They're not overwhelmed. They're not hustling every second. They're known just for that one thing. But because of that one thing, they charge more. They deliver faster, and they actually deliver better results for their clients. So before you can find your most profitable service, you have to accept this truth. And it can be hard to accept, but doing less is not lazy. It's strategic. You have to clear the noise in order to actually hear the signal. So take a moment and look at your services. Seriously think about the answers to these questions. Number one, what are you offering just because someone asked you for it once? Number two, what are you delivering that drains you? And number three, what's become your default, even though it's not profitable or energizing? Because until you take time to think harder, you'll never be able to see the gold that's right in front of you. Instead, you're going to leave all the money on the table right in front of you instead of you'll actually then like start searching your couch for a lost change and then you'll go digging around your yard hoping to find some treasure. All the while, there's a big pile of money sitting on the table that you're ignoring. Most of us underestimate our own value because we're used to our skill. We don't consider it anything special. So we assume because it's easy for us, it's easy for everyone else. Because what's easy for you feels normal. So you assume it's easy for everyone else too, but it's not. The truth is, your most profitable service is probably the thing you don't even realize is special. You don't realize it's special because it feels effortless to you. So it's time for the hard thinking again. What are you able to knock out in, let's say, 30 minutes that takes someone else 3 hours? What do your clients always seem amazed by, even though you feel like, wait, that was no big deal? What do you enjoy doing that others avoid like the plague? That is the magic zone. And here's the thing to understand and to internalize when it comes to having a profitable business. Value is not about how hard something is. No, value is about how hard it is for them and how easy it is for you. When something is hard for a client but easy for you, you create leverage. You can charge well because it is high value, and you can deliver it fast because it's low effort for you. So let me give you an example. Let's say you're a web designer. You might even think, well, everybody designs websites, and that's not special. There's apps out there that do it. But maybe you're exceptional at creating high converting, clean landing pages. You've done so many, you can wireframe one in your sleep and you can get it up in a day. And to you, that's normal. But to your client, that's a miracle. And they've been stuck for weeks trying to write the perfect headline or trying to figure out what button color to use. And you show up, solve the problem in hours, and change the game for their business. That's the offer. That's the gold. That's the money on the table. Now, if you're able to add a piece that's harder for competitors to do, that's where you can really stack the value and charge even more premium rates. But you'll miss what your unique offer should be if you're not paying attention. So here's a simple exercise that you can do right now. List every service that you've offered in the last 6 to 12 months. And don't filter this out. Like anything you've offered, write it down. And put a star next to the ones that felt easy to you, the ones that you enjoyed, the ones that flowed easily. Then circle the ones that clients raved about, even though you thought it was simple or basic. So look where those two overlap. And the sweet spot are the ones that you enjoyed and you're fast at it, and the clients love the result. That's where your most profitable service is hiding. So don't get caught up in thinking that it has to be flashy. Sometimes your best offer is boring. It's the thing you've been doing on autopilot, and that's okay. Boring is bankable. It reminds me of some of the businesses I saw on Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe back in the day. Boring can pay really well and still let you have a life to enjoy with your family and the health to be able to live a long life with them. Your business is not about impressing your peers. It's about solving real problems for real people in a way that they can't do it on their own. And once you've identified what's easy for you but hard for others, everything starts to shift. Your confidence goes up. Your marketing gets clearer. Your delivery gets faster, and your profits increase. You stop chasing everything, and instead you start building a system that will provide you the freedom that you're seeking. Now, once you've identified the offer that sits in your magic zone, the thing that's easy for you but hard for others, and the things that your clients rave about, well, then what do? Well, now you productize it. You take that high value skill and you turn into a clear, repeatable, and scalable offer. And the key here is actually simplicity. You don't need a complex funnel, a team of 10 people, or fancy automation. You need clarity. You need to know exactly what you're offering and what you're not offering, and everything else becomes easier. So start by asking yourself these 3 questions. What specific outcome does this service deliver? What steps do I take every time I deliver it? And what pieces can I systematize, delegate, or automate? And so let's say your magic zone is creating high converting landing pages like we talked about. So instead of selling web design, you now offer a landing page makeover package with a clear promise. 1 page landing site optimized to convert, delivered in 3 business days. Now, that's productized. It's specific, it's time bound, and it's focused. Clients know exactly what they're getting. So let's take it further and systematize the delivery. You don't have to build a corporate operation to run efficiently. You can start small by simply creating a checklist for yourself or your virtual assistant to follow up on each project, or by writing a canned email template for onboarding or offboarding a client, or by using a specific piece of software to help automate some repeatable steps. Every time you systematize, you reduce decision fatigue and you protect your time. And most importantly, you deliver consistently, which builds trust and justifies your premium pricing. But here's the real shift. When your offer is productized and systematized, you get your time back. You can take on more of the right clients without drowning. And you can finally take a vacation and not stress about your business falling apart. You can start thinking like a business owner because you'll actually own a business instead of just owning a job. Oh, and don't worry because you're not locking yourself in a box here. Productizing is not about removing creativity. Instead, it's about removing chaos. You'll still do your great work. You'll just do it inside of a smart and repeatable structure. If you're currently offering 5 to 6 different services, I challenge you to pick one and productize it and then systematize it, because then it will be very easy to promote it. So give it 30 to 60 days of focused effort and then see what happens when you become known for solving one specific problem better than anyone else. Because the fact of the matter is that clarity sells. Not only that, but simplicity scales. And having systems is critical for you to create the freedom that you're after in your business. You're not stuck because you lack skill, but it could be you're stuck simply because you're doing too much. The breakthrough isn't offering more, but it's in doing less things, but doing them better. And so now you know how to spot the thing that's easy for you, but hard for others. You know how to identify the service that your clients already love. And you know that you need to productize and systematize that one thing in order to create leverage, clarity, and freedom. But the real magic happens when you stop chasing and start building. Because once you double down on your best offer, you stop guessing and you actually start growing. Now, if this video helped, there's another one you need to watch next. It's called Stop Running Your Business on Hard Mode. And in the video, I'll break down how most service-based business owners and freelancers are unknowingly working way harder than they need to. You see, they're overworked, underpaid, and they're trapped. But in this video, I'll walk you through exactly how to fix that. So click on the video now and see how to stop running your business on hard mode. And I'll see you in the next video.